everyone. Today we are taking up the equations of motion, their graphical representation. So the first equation of motion is the velocity time relationship. And we know what does the velocity time relationship is. When we divide time with the change of velocity, what is it called? It is the acceleration. So we will study about calculating this velocity and time relation in terms of acceleration. So this is the graph. We have velocity on y-axis, we have time on x-axis. The movement of the body starts with not a zero position, somewhere upper than the zero position. Okay, so and it gets increased with the time. Time is also increasing and velocity is also increasing. With this, we come to know that B is the final position of the object after some time. And where it stops, we draw a perpendicular towards the x-axis and we call it point C. We draw a perpendicular towards the y-axis and we call it the point point E. When we draw a line parallel to the x-axis on this line, joining this line, this is the point D. So giving the names to these lines, we can say that OA, this is the initial velocity, okay, and BC, this measures the final velocity. So our initial velocity is OA, our final velocity is BC. The total time taken to reach to the final velocity is OC, right? So we have OC. Now the change in the velocity. We know that the change in any thing is calculated by subtracting the final term with the initial term. So when the change velocity is to be calculated, we calculate the final velocity, we calculate the initial velocity and subtract the both. So final velocity was BC and initial was OA, so we subtract them. Now we give them the names. BD is equal to BC minus OA. So BD will be equal to V minus U. Now we come to acceleration. Acceleration, as we know, is the change in velocity divided by the time taken. When this time is taken, so we add up t also. So A is equal to V minus U upon t, and that gives us the first equation of the motion, that is V is equal to AT.